push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that's spot on.
We're currently in the middle of an online match.
When you know the coverage won't be able to hold up,
We're
especially
down
as you go 20, 30,
14-7.
40 yards
We
down
got
the
the Detroit
field.
Lions.
Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
Wow, again they don't snap it before the play clock runs out. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down play.
He finally came back.
From the gun, it's Murray. This is George working the right side. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down. They've got a man in motion. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Into the hands of Michael Wilson. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. 12 yards on that play.
Right after he took off, he's being really good.
No doubt they took a repeat of how this game began, Brock. And that play has them on their way towards it.
That's the sign to his daughter. To Alexis. Love you all. I'd like to get a grand at least. Distance is the #1 score. They're going up to 39-3. Chicago Bulls.
Schoolyard.
49.
And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment
Guys,
to
collection
still
of
deliver
together,
a clean ball.
and say you're looking at around $6,500 after the framing and so sell
That doesn't sound like fun. I'm at 4,300 everything.
This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
I can't see passing still.
Can become a
My
quarterback
boss is probably going to kill me, but I think we'll do.
Short little gain, a short little pass. It's a yard catch. And the quarterback will find you again.
Went from having a 0.4 in high school to possibly being in the top 10 picks in the NFL draft and having a 3.7 at Ohio State. Let's look at this clip.
What's the secret in going from a 1.0 in high school to a 3.7 in college?
I actually had a 0.4 in high school. I actually had 0.
Ryland now for the extra point.
Damn.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Cardinals double their lead to 14.
I think the secret is just time and effort. In high school, it didn't really. It was a time where I didn't even try in school. Didn't really think school was important. So it just took for me to just lock in with it and just take it serious.
Said what the secret was, just start taking it serious.
This one's
And that's
fielded at
all
the
it is.
40-yard line.
Start trying. The game is no effort. So the difference was
Made a push for the 30-yard line before going out just a bit shy.
It's Jack Payton following the picks yesterday. Today marks 34 days. I began at least 419 miles traveled.
Now Ryan Lyons just about ready. First and 10.
Miles definitively being traveled on foot. Once again, this is the path that I am traveling. Currently headed south
First game on the
Highway
ground to
17.
Jimmy
If you know anything about the coast of
Hands with that initial
Georgia,
tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first
if you
down play.
like the Google Earth map
When you
where I
rush the
stay
passer,
each
it's
night,
kind of like
please
tracking down
DM
a
me.
runner.
Today
That
I shot for
same
10 miles.
athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
You should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. The 2 in a row now have slipped away.
And 10 yards to go.
We go, 76! 76!
Goff on third. Off his back foot, he hucks this one. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force fourth down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Fourth down, Goff throwing. And he's going to try another deep one here. He's got it inside the 25. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions make it a one-score game. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin off a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and he can do his damage. Big time.
Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. 21-14 our score. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Wow, down by just a score, a lot of game to go, but look here, it's an onside try. Now the Lions calling a timeout, it's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Wow, down by just a score, a lot of game to go, but look here, it's an onside try. And the Cardinals' hands team secures the football. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. All right, I'm going to need your expertise here, Brock. You don't ever really call an onside kick there on a whim, do you? That had to be pre-planned, right?
Yeah, I think that was on the table well before they scored the touchdown, but here's the problem. That group on the other side, well, they were prepared, they were ready for it, and now, well, you've added a little bit of Uncle momentum to that side.
Tossing this out to Connor. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
New set of downs for him from the 31. First and 10, Murray. There's a screen, it's Connor. Has another lane. And he did not get in. Finally stopped at the 1. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
That's another Cardinals first down. First and goal.
Connor is in for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals take a 13-point lead. It's a James Conner touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. His return starts at the 5. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's first and 10. They go play action with Goff. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Sean Murphy bunting in to pick it off. And the Cardinals work some magic on that return. They took the interception all the way back to the 30.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game.
Take that pain, pass it down like bottles on the wall. Mama said her dad's to blame, but that's his daddy's fault. Oh, there's no one left to call. You stay up counting down the days till you make your escape, but you're afraid you cannot run what's running through your veins. Oh, you're carrying the weight in the dead of night on that broken road. I won't let you walk alone. Oh my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline. Oh, we got each other, and if you got tomorrow, then you still got time.
Alright, Chuck. We'll be back with the same fucking episode.
From the automotive capital of the world, we get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome
got the Ravens
to
this
Ford
time.
Field here in Detroit, Michigan.
Talking
Coming
about
up,
my game.
we have a good one for you between the Baltimore Ravens and the Detroit Lions. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And we're off and running from Ford Field. Machine Ali on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. They'll motion him out of the backfield left. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Has his man. It's cut by Andrews. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. He's at the 30. The 10. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens take a 6-0 lead right away. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And this won't have the juice to reach the landing zone, so some great field position coming up for this offense at the 40-yard line. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he gets up for a gain of about 4. Offense up to the line fast.
Down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Goff. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll go right side with Gibbs. On the move, past the 40. And he works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Trying to sneak here, Goff. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. They really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
To the air on first down. Here's Goff. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play.
Brings up second and 8 at the Ravens' 31-yard line.
This is Gibbs on second down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
A loss of 1. It's now third and 9.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Gets it quickly to St. Brown. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They gain 11 on that play. And the Lions have a first down.
Detroit Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the gun, Goff. Complete to the college safety, Sione Vaki. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
A gain of 9.
And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Ford Field right after this. We're all set to bring you the second quarter. Lions well within striking distance. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Design bootleg here. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
After the loss, it's second and goal from the 5.
Tonight, 180.
Now Dan Campbell with that clock running down. Yeah, he decides to call timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. It's second and goal.
Cut. 120. What's that?
Now try Gibbs again. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into third and goal. Working quickly here.
3-yard loss on the play. It's third and goal.
On third and goal, Goff. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. They're down to their final one in this half. All right, here we go. They nearly gave it away on the pick, but the offense still out there, and they're looking for 6. Has it down close. And the early aggressiveness is answered. They went for it on their opening series, and the defense stops them. That's a turnover on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
He'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Gained a little bit there. Kind of feels like a game of nothing. You know why? Because you're still playing with your backs against the end zone. No real breathing room. No margin for error.
They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9. Running once more with Henry. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
Jackson now on 3rd. He's able to hit Flowers, caught. And they're going to take him down finally, but not before he puts his own goal line well in that rearview mirror. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. To the left side, caught by Andrews. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. So he gained 30 yards on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get in the rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. 1st and 10 from the 32. From the gun, Jackson. Taking a chance to the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
No, we changed it.
Throwing again is Lamar. Looking for the end zone and a deep shot. And that is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Taz Walker touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Here's Luke for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. Set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Returning it from the 4. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Goff on 1st and 10. On it, and he nearly picked it. Oh, couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Almost a very quick drive, but the drop pick gives him new life. This is 2nd down. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Trying for the deep ball. Brought in inside the 20. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions get their first points of this game just before halftime.
I know know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
14, Lions 7.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. So no return this time. Let's see if they want to play or if they just decide to kneel out the half. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line.
Middle.
First down, here's Lamar. This is a heater going deep. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. And the Lions do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Return coming from the 6. Showing a little burst so far. He's racing past midfield. And he'll go out of bounds, but not into
oh yeah, Chad. This is about to be an easy first down.
14-yard line. All right, Lions just about
He's going straight to Jim here, kid.
Goff off the play action.
Straight to Jim.
Batted away at the line, incomplete.
He's about to run the same thing
Put
with
it
Jimmy.
high enough to get it over that line. Second down coming up.
Incomplete. Teddy Buchanan on the coverage.
What's that?
Off the play fake. Here's Goff. Dumped
I
off
just
to his
told this
running
nigga
back.
the whole time. I just told this nigga what all the time. See, Chad. Nigga on this side.
Lions cut into the lead coming out of halftime.
Hey, told.
So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Ali to return it. Making some progress here. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Going to the ground again on first. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grab the lead on their first series of the half. Derrick Henry, the touchdown.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered.
Here's Luke for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7.
You try to return it this time, Chad.
All set
If I
up.
find
Here's
that
Luke to kick it
hole.
away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Making some progress here. He showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Flushed out of the pocket. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Still at the 40 here, 2nd and 10. Off to the air now. This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect, Bronk. It's 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
Into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted.
Check, that's gay. That is gay on my mom.
Ravens have the football at what looks to be the 37-yard line.
Go ahead to wide receiver 1. Go ahead to Zay Collins. I mean, not Zay Collins, Zay Flowers. I'm thinking about Nico Collins. I'm tripping, Chuck.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10.
180. All right. 180.
Quick throw out wide. I think this might be a double pass. They get it right back. That's intercepted.
Come on,
Rob.
Sing.
And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though. Well,
offensive pass interference, decline.
So
We're getting that touchdown check. Pick 6 with a mile, same
and the touchdown.
Kind of a calamity of errors, Kate, on that play. Not just committing the turnover, but a penalty on top of it either way. Well, this offense
and another flag.
Oh,
yeah, check. We gonna accept that.
This is good, and we're gonna have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call.
And we gonna kick it real deep.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. There he spots the ball at the 35 to begin this drive. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Jackson trying again after the pick. Jump off caught by his back. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness.
Because he want to play games, Shaq.
All right, here we go.
But we're not playing with that, boy. We're not playing with them anymore.
Now it's Lamar. Stays in bounds and makes the catch.
Running out of bounds. He's scary.
He's out of bounds beyond
He's scary.
the 35-yard line.
No 100.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty.
Why is Jerry Goff yelling at the coach? I knew he ain't yelling at Dan Campbell.
Lions going to the dime look here on 3rd down. 6 DBs out there. Throw here, 3rd down. Right back to Flowers they go.
Stay down, little boy, little bitch.
He picks up 15 on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. It's Henry on the counter. And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle. Call it 9 yards. Like
he's scared to throw to that wide receiver 1, check.
Another run for Henry.
Pop that pill. Pop that pill, boy.
You know, we could go down on that field and ask any player about the first.
Y'all see this YouTube, brother? I'm really
going
going off on this.
Say the same thing. Ball security. I bet he could even hear his old.
He came up in this game talking crazy because he won last game. Now he quiet.
It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Yeah, Yeah, y'all like John Harbaugh, boy. Pick your play. Good
Great
boy.
start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. And they just get the play off. Oh, try and force it into the slant. It's intercepted. Picked off. That's Teddy Buchanan.
Dive like that again. You know, his 6 feet on Sydney.
A nice takeaway to end that third quarter. And they're going to have a new possession waiting to start the fourth. It's all knotted up at 21, partner. Still plenty of scoring here as we try to decide our winner. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. There he goes again. And he's going to score a touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens take a fourth-quarter lead. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown.
I really don't care at this. I'm still
My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1. More times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
You're a dummy. You could have just had
the extra
the
point
ball.
Was made, but after that penalty, they're reconsidering. They're going to try for 2. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first.
Check.
They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Following that timeout, they're lining up. They're going to try to come up with 2 points. They'll try to run it in. He will not get it for 2, but this might not be their only shot at it. Looked like a defender jumped, and there's a flag down. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. So the extra point was made, but after that penalty, they're reconsidering. They're going to try for 2.
Hey, Ozzy. What? You at X.
They go play fake with Jackson. And he's across the goal line.
Yeah, Chet, he gonna play like that. Watch this. Watch this. Watch his kick return.
Not many guys can match up.
Watch, he about to try to kick it deep.
No surprise, they went right to him for the conversion.
Come on, pussy.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Has this at the 6. Showing a little burst so far. And he's all
good fielder. Good fielder, man.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. And it sets up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Hold on.
Out of the shotgun, gone. And he put everything he's got behind it. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
Malachi starts on the coverage.
Looking to throw. Big strike here to Williams. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions down by only 2 in the 4th.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. So I got middle field opener clear.
Yep, he thought he was the only one that could do that.
But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the 2nd half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? Do you know who Steven is?
Good question. No, go ahead though. Take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Ali to return it. Showing a little burst so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the fourth quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that third phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Flying down the middle with Henry. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
First down, and they go right back to it. And a solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line. Offense in a hurry up here. Lamar off the play fake. He rolls to his right. Moving right, airs it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens take a fourth-quarter lead. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
That is just tremendous play calling. You know, there's some coordinators out there, Kate, that are just Rolodex. Right? They flip through their call sheet. They just call whatever's on it. Then there's other coordinators that can stack their plays together. And when you run it, you run that same action. There's the play action right off of it, and you can make that defense pay. That was a thing of beauty.
Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion.
That is tremendous defense. First and foremost, you've got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, boy, that is a huge win for the defense.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Returning it from the 4. Showing a little burst so far. You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. First down throw from Goff. We reach the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions trail by 6. So still 10 to go on 2nd from the 33-yard line.
180!
He'll look to throw it. Complete left side. It's just long. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Looking to throw it. Hits him on the out route. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Setting up to pass. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And now it's 2nd down.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
120!
Back to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. The both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play action works beautifully and the tight end the beneficiary.
Here he is to throw. Hits his running back. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. Enough to Gibbs from the gun. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's first down. Shotgun snap here to Goff. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
From the gun, Goff. Has him on a quick hitter. It's inside the 10. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
First and goal. They've got 4 chances to tie this one up. Montgomery will not get past the line. He's held up at 4. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Setting up, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, gone. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. 5th DB out there now. Big rep for this defense on 3rd and goal. Here he is to throw. That could be it, folks. It's
I'm done with Madden. I'm closing the app.